So everyone's pretending to be shocked by Ilhan Omar's comments, and for the life of me, I can't understand why. This is kind of par for the course for her. Yeah, she's Somalia first. Well, let's nuance that a little bit more. She's brown woman first, Somali brown woman second, Somali brown Muslim woman third, in America somewhere around 12 or 13. That's because she has no stake in this country, because she never assimilated to this country, because she doesn't like this country. She's here to vampire it, much like the Visigoths and the Vandals did to the Western Roman Empire. See, the Vandals and the Visigoths, they were there, becoming citizens because the bread and circuses were still going on. As soon as the bread and circuses stopped, they went right back to their tribal allegiances. That's just a fact. And the same thing will happen here. You can't become an American because someone hands you a piece of paper any more than you can paint stripes on a horse and make it a zebra. All right? Becoming an American takes time. Becoming a Japanese citizen takes time. Becoming a British citizen should take time, right? Like if I moved one family from Middle America to Japan, to a small village in Japan, within a generation or two, that one family would become more Japanese, right? And that's the best case scenario for the Japanese people who live there. But if I move 10,000 suburban families from the middle of the country to a small village in Japan, what's going to happen to that village is it's become an American village. It's going to disappear as a Japanese village. And that's unfair to the Japanese people who live there and their ancestors who built it, right? Because they're not properly assimilating, because there's too many of them. It's the same thing here. The principles that make, like, being an American has nothing to do with race at all, right? It has to do with a certain worldview, morals, values, and principles that are inculcated over time. And they're only inculcated if the people coming here are made to adopt them. You know what I'm saying? If the culture bends to them, then they don't bend to the culture changes, they don't. If the rules change for you everywhere you go, why would you follow the rules that are established? You wouldn't, because you're a normal, functioning human being, right? You put a person in the woods and say, you can walk down the path, or you can walk through the brush, they're gonna walk down the path because they're fucking not a moron. But the people who are shocked that they're walking down the path instead of breaking brush, they're the morons. Why would you be shocked by this? It's the same thing with like the unemployment in the welfare system. If you pay people to stay home, why are you shocked that people want to stay home? Subsidizing bad behavior gets you more bad behavior. Now people say we need the immigration because the birth rates are dropping. Okay, yeah, no, I get that. So how about this? How about you get a huge tax credit for every kid you have, and for every 5 years you're married, you get another. You don't pay any federal income tax. How about that? You think that'd spawn people into fucking wanting to have kids? I think it would. You think it'd keep people in their marriages? I think it would. How about you reward the behavior you want to see instead of band-aiding the behavior you don't want to see? Yeah, so Ron DeSantis says that she should be stripped of her office, citizenship, and deported, and I think he's correct. I do. She's not an American, nor has she ever been. And, based on the things that came out of that cockholster under her nose, I don't think she even likes America. So how did she get into office? Well, because there's a whole bunch of people here that didn't assimilate, that don't like America too, that voted for her up in Minnesota. People are shocked. And this leads into another area, an area that'll probably get me in trouble with a lot of people, but I don't really care. Over half the women in this country tend to vote Democrat. I'm starting to think that women voting is a problem. And it's not due to a lack of intellect, it's due to emotion. And what price do women pay when their votes go badly, right? Like if I voted for Joe Biden and Joe Biden kicked off World War III and I get drafted, well, I voted for him. But women voted for Joe Biden, and Joe Biden may kick off World War III, very, very close to it. Your balls are this close to the bandsaws, lady. All right? What price do you pay? Are you going to get drafted? No. So what, you just tiptoe through the fucking tulips out of there and let the men deal with it, huh? And you keep voting emotionally. Women pay no price for the vote. That's my point. No, I know. I can fog up a mirror just like you. Yeah. But you don't pay any actual personal price for the vote that you have, unlike the males in this country, right? Be honest. I know, you're gonna get emotional. You're gonna get angry, right? But it's the fucking truth. And people wonder why the Democrats are doing what they're doing. The immigration system is broken. Yeah, no shit, you broke it. On purpose. Why is that? Well, because you don't like the culture, you don't like the worldview, you don't like the morals of half this country, so you dilute it. Why not? Win-win. Not only do you get to dilute the worldview you don't like, but you get to mass import people into specific districts, getting you seats in the Congress and the Senate, right? Getting you more power. And how do they do that? Well, they fought really, really hard, the Democrats, to keep the citizenship question off of the fucking census. You think they care about the kids getting raped and murdered and dying in the deserts down south? They don't. You think they care about you losing your culture? They don't. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. You get the libertarian types, like, oh, the free movement of people. Yeah, no, I agree. The free movement of people. Take away all the welfare programs, all the handouts, and they can freely move wherever the fuck they want. But until such time as we stop that, no. Because what's happening is people are coming here into this system, into this country, and getting fucking $2,000 debit cards at the border and hotel rooms while you're struggling to pay your $1,500 a month rent on a single bedroom studio apartment. They don't care about you. The system is broken by design. And the people who point it out are racists and thisophobes and natophobes. And the people calling them, most often, thisophobes and natophobes, are usually Peloton riding, short-haired Karen types, of which there are too many. In any case, that's all I got. I'm sure I pissed off enough people. Have a good day.